Welcome to The Explainer. So glad you're here. We are jumping straight into a seriously profound text from the Bible today. We're looking at the big picture of human nature. Specifically, how the words we use every single day, they're actually a direct output of what's going on deep inside our hearts. Okay, let's get right into it with Matthew 12:35. It says, "A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in him, and an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in him." This is the core finding of our whole text today. Your speech, it's not accidental. It is literally an undeniable echo of what you've got stored up inside you. It's like a perfect mirror of your inner self.
To understand this fully, here's our roadmap. We're going to look at the historical context, compare the crowd's conflicting theories, examine the root theological issue, lay out some practical steps for college students, and wrap it all up with a clear conclusion.
Section 1. The Bible's historical context. Let's set the stage to really grasp this immense truth. The historical timeline here is absolutely fascinating. Just look at the sequence. In the morning, a blind and mute man is brought to Jesus. Midday hits, and Jesus heals the man completely. By the afternoon, the crowds are buzzing, wondering if he is the promised son of David. But then evening rolls around, and the religious leaders, the Pharisees, actually accuse him of using demonic power. It's the exact same event, yet it sparks completely opposite conclusions from the people who witnessed it. Jesus' diagnosis here isn't that the Pharisees were unintelligent. No, it's that their reactions, their words, simply revealed what was already stored up in their hearts.
Section 2, comparing the two theories. This brings us to a really fascinating clash of perspectives on how this miracle actually happened.
This brilliantly illustrates those contrasting views. On one hand, we have the Pharisees desperately trying to explain Jesus away. They claim he casts out demons by the power of Beelzebul. But Jesus steps in and logically shuts this down. I mean, a divided kingdom falls, right? Satan wouldn't fight himself. He establishes that his power comes solely from the Spirit of God. He is working through divine, sovereign power, absolutely not demonic tricks.
So here is the absolute crucial point you need to take away. There is zero neutral ground. Jesus presents a rock-solid argument that neutrality is basically a myth. You are either actively gathering with him or you're scattering against him. God's kingdom is present right now, and following Jesus doesn't have an off switch. Your faith cannot be paused. It's a reality that literally never takes a vacation. At the end of the day, you have to pick a side.
Section 3. The root heart issue. Now we're shifting from the historical event to the core theological principle, looking at this through the lens of Reformed Calvinism.
The undeniable truth presented in the Bible is that your words are so much more than just physical sounds. You know the saying, a tree is known by its fruit? Well, a person is known by their words. The mouth speaks what the heart is full of. This is the fundamental principle of human nature. Your words are the ultimate fruit of your internal spiritual condition.
Let's look at this specifically through the theology of Reformed Calvinism, focusing on total depravity and sovereign grace. Because of human depravity, you really can't just clean up your own speech by managing your words or, trying harder. Behavioral modification is always going to fail. If your words are cynical, fearful, or harsh, that points to a deep heart problem. Genuine heart transformation is exclusively the work of Jesus. We require God's sovereign, transformative grace to step in and actually change us from the inside out.
Now, this theology naturally leads to some practical self-analysis. You've got to address the source of your words. You need to ask yourself, what are you actively feeding your heart? What are you watching? What do you read? What do you listen to? What are you dwelling on when it's just you alone? Because here is the undeniable truth. It is spiritually impossible to output good things if you are internally storing up evil. It just doesn't work that way.
Section 4. Steps for college students. So what are the practical implications of all this data for college students transitioning into the summer break?
Look, summer is not a break from your faith. In fact, it's often a critical testing ground. So here is a step-by-step process for college students or really anyone entering a new season. Step 1. Assess your direction honestly. Are you gathering with him or scattering? Step 2. Identify a specific, actionable plan to stay actively engaged in the kingdom. Step 3. Resist the urge to treat summer as a vacation from your spiritual life. And Step 4. Pray to him for the boldness to live your faith genuinely, no matter where your summer takes you.
Furthermore, if we want to truly tackle the root issue, here's another quick step-by-step process to implement this summer. Step 1. Pay really close attention to your words when you're under pressure.
Pressure always squeezes out what is truly inside, right? Step 2. Bring your heart to Jesus. Fully surrender it, knowing that only He can transform it. And step 3. Identify just one specific habit or rhythm to actively store up and fill your heart with good things.
Section 5. Conclusion. Fill your heart. As we reach the clear conclusion of this research, we need to tie this massive theological truth back to our daily reality. We have to acknowledge our complete and utter inability to change ourselves. This really requires a posture of humility. We need to be praying, Father, you know what is stored in my heart. Fill my heart with your word, your spirit, your truth, so that what overflows from me is good. Transform me from the inside out. We have to ask Him for that transformation, knowing that He alone has the power to fill us with His truth and grace.
I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to carry with you today. What do your words truly reveal about the current condition of your heart right now, especially when you're under pressure or just really tired? Be honest with yourself on that one. Let that question drive you back to Him. Thank you for joining me for this explainer, and I challenge you to listen closely to the echoes of your heart today.